Sonic the Hedgehog presents Princess Sally, number 3 of the 3-issue miniseries. This is the final part of this saga. Okay. Don't know what that was. That's another ad. Sonic the Hedgehog's teammate Princess Sally, along with her freedom-fighting friends, cadets, race to stop the enemy's most evil scheme yet. So she's gonna kill this guy with a slingshot, apparently. This guy's fucking shocked, like, and we're gonna read this because it's recap. We don't need a recap. From the journals of Princess Sally Acorn. The Summer Robotics facilities went more or less expected. Dylan, Hamlin, and St. John played out their roles in this affair. Dylan the fucking porcupine fucker? I guess he is. Of course, the pig, his name's Hamlin. They expect explosive results. Unless the target's energy substations have been destroyed, though not without cost. Oh no, they're fucking, it says the fat fucking pig. Just a pig. All had been injured upon arrival, and although Penelope remained behind to protect him when the raiding party returned, they were gone. The others were rightly concerned. So the more important part of the mission still lay ahead. With Robotropolis' defense system compromised, we prepared to strike. St. John had wandered off, presumably to scout the train ahead. After all, Princess Sally. It was anyone's guess what awaited us within. Oh, put a socket in it, you rust of old buckets and bolts. We gave at the office. What? We gave at the office. Journal alert, unauthorized access has been retrieved in Sector 76. Team terminate within extreme prejudice. This is going to be another double page thing. So this guy's getting hit with ketchup, apparently. Okay. Deadliest of the species. Conclusion. Chum, chum, chum. Chum? That's what the gun makes. It's another tomato thing. Profound advice, Princess, which we would all do well to follow. See your breath and land country on staying alive. That's what the fucking... It's written by it's written by Mike and Ken. Everyone's favorite's Ken Penders. I love Ken Penders. I love Ken Penders. Returning our fire this way. Duck and cover! While I recognize the need for speed, Princess, perhaps staging this assault with our unit at half straight was a less than inspired command decision. Without Joffrey, ha! The original Mr. Useless and a coward. Besides, just like the guy to cut out on us when we were going gets rough. Who needs him? We do, Hamlin. St. John saved your life, remember? Yeah, sure. Scott says see issue 1. He's about to fall, though. But what he's done for us lately, Hamlin! No! No! This fucking pig. I hate this pig. You show me this pig character, like, I would not think of this Sonic character. He looks so undesigned. Princess Sally. Don't make me yet, Hamlin. At least not until you're safely. She's getting a turret on. Out of the line of fire. And someone shoots him, but they don't even care, I guess. There's one consistent in this life, is that we can always count on you, Princess. See the comments for later. We have a job to do. And according to this energy readouts, our objective is behind door number 1. Then what are we waiting for? Or to exercise the common speech? Okay, they're not even using speech. They just come in, apparently. It's weird that... You know, it'd be funny if Sonic was here, this would be done over and over with pretty easily. That's probably why he wasn't reading this comic. 14 minutes, 11 seconds. Unacceptable. You kept us waiting, freedom fighters. Your tardiness is a sin I find most difficult to forgive. Still, you are here now, and that is in the end is all that matters. Did I forget myself? Introductions are in order. I, of course, am Dr. Ivor Robotnik, and my associate, I believe, is already known to you. Good day, mate. Welcome to the party. And there's more baby Jughead and more gargoyles.
Joffrey and Rebecca brought together. That means you traitor. You set us up.
I don't like doing these side character voices. That's why they're getting shitty voices every time I do them. Because fuck Hamlin, stupid fucking fat pig. He's fucking his design. Right, boy, figure her out. All by you here, lonesome, eh? I'm impressed.
Not as impressed as you're gonna be, pal. Once a fish pounding you into the pavement.
That's enough. Get off him, Hamlin, before you get a face full of paint, for starters. We're both on the same side, after all.
Princess, what are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious, gentlemen? The princess who stands before you is not the true Sally at all, but an incredible... Why did I think that was her? Isn't it obvious, gentlemen? The princess who stands before you is not the true Sally at all, but an incredible robot duplicate. You see, there was no weakness in the Robotropolis defense system. Indeed, there never has been. The entire energy substance scheme was merely a field test from my latest, most ambitious creation. The automatic, a perfect robot duplicate of a living being in every way. Magnificent, isn't she? Only her creator knows for sure. And now that the first model is proven successful, I should begin replacing the key members of your resistant movement. As for the genuine human article delivered to me by your associate rebel underground leader, Joffrey St. John, I fear her usefulness has come to an end. Roboticization engaged. What? I guess it blows up. This is impossible! This is impossible! The princess! No! Feedback loop just of magnitude. Disable my robotization unit could not have occurred. Unless the subject was already a robot. Princess Sally, the genuine article. We've been wise to your game from the beginning, Robotnik. Now come along quietly. Or make my day. I think not. Although I failed to see through how you saw through my little charade. I never play without a brilliant backup plan. Stealth bots crawling out the woodwork.
We're surrounded.
Ha ha! Bid farewell to your freedom fighters. The dialogue's so written weird, I keep misinterpreting it. Having discovered my plan, you may have won the battle, but the war will yet be mine. The floor? Now what? You said yourself I was the leader of the rebel on the ground, Doc. And here they come. Sonic Underground. Something this show kind of looks like fucking garbage, even though I never saw it.
They got mine. Get the perimeter and free those
pals.
Arlo, Penelope, you're alright.
This can't be happening. Believe it, Doc. It's as real as it gets. Ted Smile, Commander Fleming. Glad you could make it. Joffrey, whose side are you on? Ours, of course, but explanations will have to wait until eternity. Princess St. John may have delivered me. But betrayal is a double-edged sword. Have a nice life, my friends. What's left of it? This place is about to blow. We have to get out of here before. There goes our ticket home. Any bright ideas, princess? Only one, St. John. And there's an ad. More ads. So there's a time. I'm not going to read the time. It doesn't matter because it's counting down in a couple seconds. That we better seek alternative transportation fast. Take them out. Hangar 18. That's a Megadeth song. Maybe it's a Megadeth reference. It was an alien. It's like an alien thing. Everybody grab an air car. And don't spare the horsepower. They go into UFO things that you designed for some reason. A kind of weird design, but whatever. Apparently Dr. Eggman, a robotic, is Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily. Because he designed UFO caps, floating devices, too. So much for Robotnik's robot duplicate production plan. He won't be making any more of me or anyone else anytime soon. Mission accomplished.
If you back up, run again by me again, Princess, I still don't understand.
Not surprising, Hamlin. I was in on the plan, and I barely understood myself. But first, one final bit of mission. In recognition of the extraordinary value you displayed in the face of overwhelming odds, I hereby award you these battlefield commissions. Fucking stupid armadillo, stupid cask. From this moment, you are all full-fledged freedom fighters, all the privilege and duties that rank entails. Congratulations.
Wow.
That night, sorry I can't tell you the full story sooner, but seriously was critical. Your reactions to events had to be authentic. Robotic might have spatched our plan. Robotic has cut a deal with St. John to swap me for their robot duplicate. But St. John's true loyalty lay with the king and country. He was a double agent all along. After gaining my trust by revealing what he knew about Robotic's master plan, he took steps to throw a monkey wrench into it. By activating the robot duplicate prematurely, with my robot duplicate given free rein to fulfill its programming, St. John was able to uncover the nuts and bolts of Robotic's scheme, including the attacks on the next two energy substations, which were clever decoys to devise tests of leadership skills in his creation. And just in case Robotnik had other surprises in safety store for us, we had safety nets, namely the rebel on the ground. That's how we disappeared in the island!
Shorty, after you left.
They arrived on the scene. Then, after seeing his said
In my broken leg, we literally dropped out of sight.
But at that point, I learned what we need to know. Next came the tricky part. I hauled the mechanical site back for the forest. Swapped it for the princess in full monitor view of Dr. Robotnik. So far, the doc was concerned this was the first and only switcheroo, which left us free to move our next plot. That particular exchange corresponds with the subtle differences I noted but failed to heed. The robot always referred to Joffrey by his given name, while the real Princess Sally referred to him as Mr. St. John. The robot also wore a different colored vest. It's true, check previous issues, Scott. With those exceptions, Mechanical Sally behaved in an entirely appropriate manner. She gave orders, made hard choices, even grieved just like the real thing. I know, Dylan. If St. John hadn't tipped us off, Robotic's plan would have succeeded. The robot duplicate was flawless, but now we planted a seed of doubt in Robotic's mind. He thinks we saw through his plans thanks to St. John. For all our sakes, we must pray he never discovers the ultimate truth. The next morning, I really wish you reconsider your decision, Mr. St. John. Come back to Nahal Village with us. There's always a need for someone of your caliber.
I know, Lo, but the rebel on the ground needs me too. And I can do my bit for the cause here. We wage war, guerrilla war against Robotic's tyranny.
I understand. Will I ever see you again?
Perhaps, my love, when the war is over. Oh, and by the way, you can call me Jeffrey.
Wow, they kiss. Is it the first kiss? Did Sonic and Sally kiss already? I don't even know. Left for Nahal Village, soon thereafter, though Robotnik had not been vanquished, he had been deteriorated, which meant my obligations to freedom fire took precedence over more personal concerns. And what in my heart, or once more, there was one. Now there are two. Yeah, that's the end. So I know this Twizzler picks. That's the end of this miniseries. I have to look up what the next issue is for me, but you guys will figure it out. I have to figure it out. You guys will see it, whatever the next episode is going to be. That's the miniseries. We're getting more story-heavy stuff, which is pretty good. I already got much to complain about other than the character designs being kind of weak for these other characters. But, it's not boring and unfunny like it was before. So, hey, there's something. We're getting improvement, but, yeah, it's interesting how the comics have changed. It kind of changed really drastically. Like, let's make it more serious now, and they did it. It's like, okay. I'm fine with that. So, yeah, that's the miniseries, and we'll go back to the normal comics. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's another special in between. Who knows? See you then.